Salute, Brad Hauser. What's poppin', y'all? Here we go again. Que lo que, manito? What's poppin'? Says Hill. What up, baby boy? We up in the building, man. Facts, Stone Love, always Stone Love. Billy to the Stone, you heard? Fact, always looking to the east. Pop, 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 go to the east, you heard? Iraq, my 5 is in here. March Palmer, yeah, I know, man. That's why right now I'm about to nip it all in the bud, yo. Stone Love, Chicago, Chi-Town in the building. Shout out Chi-Town. Baby Iraq. Miss Playful, what's up, Miss Playful? Shout out, Miss Salute. We in the building. Hey, yo. Got an interesting thing this morning. Ladybug in the building. What's up, baby boy? What's up, baby? Howard Anderson, what's poppin'? Know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, today we're gonna do a little, we're gonna do something different, right? We're gonna stop doing this without this. Know what I mean? Angel Maldonado, what's goody, bro? Yeah, I'm pulling out black and whites today. And I also bought a rag. Know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all why I bought this rag. Once it hits close to 50 to sit, we in there. We going forward. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why I got this rag right here. Smack that like button when you come in, man. Let them know you up in here, man. Don't come in here and don't let your presence be known. DC in the building. Shout out DC. Oh, you probably saw the rag, right? That's where this came from. This came from DC, actually. Know what I'm saying? So, what I want to do is nip something in the bud, man, that I see that nobody really goes to the fact that dudes still don't realize fact and fiction. Dudes still don't understand fact and falsehood. Know what I'm saying? So, you already know what I'm gonna do. Know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be playing these games. Know what I mean? Rest in peace, SI. I know SI right now, he probably like, get him, cat. You the last of the last. Get him. And I'm going to do what I do best, you know? All right, let's get to it. So, yesterday, and I think a lot of people were in the live yesterday. Yesterday, we had, what I did yesterday was I let people say what they had to say, and I let people who wasn't watching the person say what he was saying, I let them watch it on my live. Let them hear. Yeah, let them hear. So this is what I'm going to do. All right? I'm not going to counter that. What I'm going to say is the 9/10 of the law is what? Evidence, right? So let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right. You see that right there? All right. It says here, Blood's gang was formally initiated to compete against the students at Centennial High School, Compton, California. Scott, who lived in Compton, established a popular street gang. Ethnicity, primarily African American, Latino, and some Asian Americans. Right? So, this here is telling you that the origin of Bloods has nothing to do with a selection of race. Never was. When people speak about Bloods, they don't select a race because Bloods was never meant for a race. It was meant for a cause. When people try to make it a race, it's because that's their personalization of something. It's never a race. There is no black, white, Spanish, none of it. It's everybody. Whoever was oppressed at that time, and it was neighborhoods. It's a fact. That's another thing I'm gonna get to because it's right here too. That's a fact. Iraq knows its history. Neighborhoods, right? So you had certain neighborhoods, right? You had certain neighborhoods that they were predominantly American. But like every neighborhood always has different genders in that neighborhood, different races. And when the cause comes to effect, it's not that one race that dominates the cause, is no domination, period. What it is a unification of all those who believe in that one cause, and they go to fight for that cause. It's like if you're in the army. If you're in the army, it don't matter what race you is, you a soldier for the army. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I bought the rag, because yesterday I heard something about, yo, I know that being Spanish or Latin or whatever, you had to put in more work. You got to put in more work because you was Spanish? What? Nah. That's Brooklyn Hat, Rough Rider from Beyond Incorporated to the Red Nation. Fact. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, bro. There was none of that. You know what I'm saying? So that don't even make no sense if you really think about it. I don't care if you black, white, Spanish. I don't care what you is. If you violate, you get 8. They went on and they started saying that, oh, if the dude a child molester or a raper, it was cool. They didn't feel a certain way about them because they, even though they're black, they're in violation of being a sex offender, this and this and that and the third. Man, that's not true, man. Nobody cared about no race. Nobody cared about that. Because as everybody knows, before before I came home, I was already lighting everything up. It didn't matter what race it was. I don't care if you purple as Barney or white as Casper. It don't matter. If you violate, you get 8. Ain't no, oh, well, we got to give him a pass because he's black, or we got to give him a pass because he's Spanish. Nah, it don't matter. You violate, you get it. It don't matter whether if you raped someone or you didn't. If you violate, you get it. So if a person says that they feel a certain type of way because they got Latins that's cutting blacks, well, what is you doing when you cut a black? You don't see no race thing there, right? So you think it's all right for a black to cut a black, but when a Latin comes a black, it becomes a problem? Get up out of here with that. The way it is that if you violate, you get it. It doesn't matter who you are. You violate, you get it. It doesn't matter who you are. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about how black you are. Nobody cares about how white, how brown you are. Nobody cares about none of that. If you violate, you get it. That's it. So when people when people start trying to designate it and make it a race thing, they professing the wrong thing. But then again, that's their personalization of it. It's not the fact of what this is. It's their personalization of it. Nobody cares about dude's race. Who cares about that? If you violate, you get it. No matter who you are. You violate, you get it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I was doing that way before OG Mac came to and sent through and got Wayno and before Wayno, because Wayno is the one that put me on the map when I was in HTM. Because he's the one that had the oaths. He had the oath. He had it. You know what I'm saying? Now, people that saying they had allegiance or whatever, I don't know about all that. I know what I read and I got. I mean, so you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody cares about no race. This ain't no race thing. I remember one time too, I seen it. One time I seen somebody giving out lessons when I was on Rikers Island, like 2011 or something like that. And I saw that they had misinterpreted the word blood, period. They said black love overrides oppression and destruction. That's wrong. What the what? See, this is what happens when you let people go up there and start misguiding and misleading and throwing misinformation out. It makes people think the wrong thing. When this started, it wasn't because of one individual, and it wasn't because of a race thing. It looked like it was a race thing because the dominant gang at that time was the Latin King dudes, and they was dominant, and they got a little crazy. And it happens with all gangs. All gangs, when they get too big, or for example, I was in an interview with Ice Corleone. I said, yo, it happens out here in the street. You be in the job and they hire too many of the same race, and they in there. Now they think they run the job now. They the manager now. It happens even in jobs nowadays. If the managerial the upper people in the office, if they don't see how many people of the same kind they hiring, then later on they either gonna adapt to them, or they're gonna be like, yo, we just messed up. We just let people come under us. Wayne, the real Wayno, Howard Anderson, the real Wayno. There's only one Wayno. That was Wayno. That was an HDM Bing. Pieces Institute. You know what I'm saying? And it's never about, like I said, it was never no race thing. Never no race thing. Nobody cared about whether a person is of any race. If you violate, you get it. That's that. Nobody cares about none of that. When I was eating food, I didn't say, oh, I'm not going to eat his food because of his race. I don't care about none of that. I don't care who you is. As a matter of fact, right, I had a conversation with somebody today, somebody that's a well-known people. Know what I'm saying? And in the 80s, V Cash. And and he even told me a lot of people, right? A lot of people. There was this dude named wildkat. Smack that like button when you come up here. Let your presence be known, man. Know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. Don't come up in here. Don't let yourself be known. Let it be known. Boom, I'm in the building. What's popping? Know what I'm saying? Beat the crap out that like button. Let them know I'm in here. You know what I'm saying? That's how we let our presence be known. We start smacking the shit out the like button. Know what I mean? So I say that the reason I'm saying that is because, again, we got young people out there that's listening. We got young people out there that's not getting it because there's too many versions, and the one version that's the truth is the version that they're trying to hide. Like, what sense does it make if I'm Spanish and I'm attacking that Spanish dude, right? I ate him. Wow. What is the difference in feeling within me eating him and a person of another race eating the same dude? What is the difference? What is the difference? There is no difference. He got A because he did something. Nobody cares what race he is. He don't have to be a chomo. He don't have to be a rapo. He don't have to be none of that. He could be a straight A dude, a gangster, a thorough dude. We don't care. If you violate, you getting it. Don't care about that race thing. Make me laugh more. Nobody care about no race thing. It's about what you do. If you violate, you get it. That's it. Ain't no, what? I don't like the fact that he's Spanish, but he's black and he down with me, and he cutting a Spanish dude. Because at the end of the day, the reason we was going to war in the first place is because the dominant people became oppressive. And after that, then we was fighting against other people. You know what I'm saying? So when people come out and they try to make it like it's some how you say it, some race thing. Ain't never been a race thing. Never been a race thing. I'm gonna show you why. Like it says here, right? It says it right here. And they say amongst gangs in the United States, whites count for 13.3, Hispanics for 16.7, and blacks 7.6. Now I'm saying, like, let's figure this one out right here. You know what I'm saying? So now, yeah, wildkat was a Spanish dude that had a lot of these. You see, this is where things starts. This is why people shouldn't say certain things, because this is why then it starts getting racist. And this is why I said that dudes be doing racist things and don't be known. This is where it starts to get racist. You had a dude named wildkat. Salute, Ice Corleone. You had a dude dude named Hectech. Hectech had a bunch of dudes that was claiming they was homie, and a lot of them be running around with that big homie stuff, and they was shook. They wouldn't go in the cage in Southport with the dude. They was like, nah, I'm not going in that cage. And the dude was fooled. Like, nobody will talk about that. Nobody will talk about the Spanish dude, Hectech, whose name before that was Loco, that popped on homies, that there was homies in Southport that would not go in the cage with that dude. They was scared of him because some pop off. You see what I'm saying? They were scared of this dude. They won't go in the vid. Some dudes were pulling stunts so they don't go in the cage with the dude because they see the dude in the cage. In Southport, the way it was in Southport, it was long rows, and each unit go in that row, and you're behind the cage, and your visit is on this side. So you got like 8 or 9 little stools that you sit on, and you visit, and you got the dude next to you with his visit. And I can tell you right now, there was dudes that did not go in that cage because they knew they would have got popped on. And that's a Spanish dude. You see what I'm saying? It makes no. That's why I say we can't distinguish enemy by race. We can't distinguish who's right and who's wrong by race. It's by facts. It's not by race. It's by facts. It doesn't matter what you is. This was not a black thing. This was a unified thing about people who were tired of being oppressed. Let's get it right. Let's stop playing these games, these semantic games, and try to make it look like it's something that it's not. This was not like that. This was something everybody was doing their own thing before they became what they are. Everybody was doing their own individual thing. And the man with the mind, with the mastermind, became the scout. And he started to pull these dudes from all and get in contact with these dudes from these buildings to make sure that these are the dudes he has on his team. Because if his movement is going to go strong, he needs the strongest dudes he can get. Because in a minute, we're about to go against the whole island. No, if you were Spanish, you didn't have to put more work in than the black dude. No. Why? Why is that? Because a Spanish is going to feel that you betrayed the race? No. It doesn't matter. If you violate, you get it. It don't matter who you are. If you violate, you get it. That's it. All that. I ain't like the. Yeah. You violate, you get it. That's it. I don't care who you are, where you from. What that mean? I don't mean nothing to me. Nothing. Barkem wasn't no rapo. He wasn't no no child molester. And we was on his body. Freeze wasn't no rapo. Wasn't no child molester. We was on his body. Sweets. Although I gotta keep on going. I can keep on going for days. I can keep on going for days. So when you come up here and you contradict yourself, you oppressing your own people, but you talk about if another piece of people of another race oppresses the same kind is wrong. That shit don't make no sense whatsoever. So, opportunity. Did I have more opportunity or did I make more opportunity? See, there's a difference. When somebody says you put in more work because you have more opportunity, how I have more opportunity? When I'm in the box. I got to have handcuff keys. I got to cut belts. I got to jump over fences like Pimp said on his interview. I got to stop the bus on the highway while it's going to court or coming back from court. I gotta catch a dude in the hallway if I'm only handcuffed and I'm going to the clinic or something. I gotta make my opportunities, yo. Ain't nobody giving opportunities. Opportunities is when you make the opportunities. So what happens when you can't get to somebody? You know what I'm saying? You got to make your opportunities. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. It ain't about you had more opportunities. It's about you made more opportunities. You went there and you said, I'm coming out these cuffs. I'm coming out this chain. Okay. All I have is the visit. All I have in the box is the visit. But I'm going to go on the visit and I'm going to pop off and I'm going to lose my visits. My family can't come visit me no more. I can't see my children. I can't see nothing because I popped on this dude. You know what I'm saying? And now I ain't got no visits, right? Because I made my own opportunities. The only opportunity, I used it. And it cost me my visits. It cost my mom can't see me no more. I can't see my kid. But these are the sacrifices that you take when you in something and you going hard for it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times I hear what people say, and I don't really take it to heart, man, because people just say things out of emotions or whatever. And me, I'm the same way too. All of us are the same because we do that. All of us do it. We all get mad, and we start going ham because we used to being physical, and since we can't be physical, you know what I'm saying, it drives us mentally crazy because we can't unleash on someone physically, so we gotta like hold it down and settle down, and that's more harder for us since we've been the offense all our life. When you're the offense all your life, you got to be ready to play defense, and sometimes we ain't ready to play defense because we played offense for so long that it's habitual. That's why I don't come on here and bash nobody, yo. But when someone says something, I'm going right to the facts, yo. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen. One thing I know, man, and this is my whole thing with that, because somebody just mentioned it in the chat, right? When somebody comes to me and puts their flag and says that somebody said this, and this is what was told, I done bled for this. I've been riding for this for the longest, yo. How can I not take that? You know what I'm saying? Can't. Nah, bro. The only way we gonna get it is when we get it right. We're not getting it right now. It's too much bickering. There's too much like, and you know what the problem is? The problem is that when dudes are chasing the bag, it's the test of who they are, their loyalty. That's what it is. It tests your loyalty. Know what I'm saying? It tests your loyalty to see who you are. That bag will test you. That bag will put you on the stage, and everybody will be sitting back just watching. Let's see what the bag does to this dude. Salute, Brad Hauser. Let's see what the bag does to him. So now, what I've been trying to show, and they might be like, yo, Wildkat is bugging. Wildkat is not bugging. I see what's going on, yo. They don't all went up there, or everybody went up there, or the people that went up there, they all said what they had to say. You know what I'm saying? And I sat back and I watched. And I was like, okay. All right. But I noticed that when they said, yo, we got to get Wildcat up there, things got quiet. It got silent. And next thing you know, oh, I've been doing this and I ain't had time. But yeah, all these other dudes are going up. And guess what? All the other dudes are going up. And what they doing? You know, what's he doing? Yo, A1. Yeah, don't take KK serious with that. He shot his wife and all that. Don't take him serious about that, bro. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. He loved his wife, you heard? He didn't do that. But yeah, you know, my thing is, you know, like I said, man, when we up in here, man, we gotta realize that the audience and the people, we gotta school them the right way. Let's not lead people astray, man. Let's not make people think that there is a race car within us. There never was a race car within us because we never started on the race car. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Scully. I spoke with Scully yesterday. Scully was upset about some of the things he heard also because he watches this too. And Scully was a big part of this in the beginning. And he got his own thing. He got the Black Lions. But he watches. And he's like, yo, what the hell? Why are they saying that they did this with me and I don't even know this individual? He did what? Why are they saying that this happened to my mom's and my grandmother and that's not how it went down? Why are they saying that? This is what Scully is saying. That's what Scully is saying. You see that right there? Scully Black Lines? That's what he's saying, bro. The man is all the way in Jamaica. His co-defendant died in prison here. He's in Jamaica. He's watching and he's saying, yo, why are people saying that this happened on the visit and it didn't go down like that? Why is dude saying that they put in work with me and they didn't? I don't really know that individual like that. This is what I'm trying to say. If you're gonna get your bag, man. Come on, yo. Why it's got to be all kinds of blasphemy and lies all the time? See, me, I'll never come up on here and name names. I just don't do that. But I use this as a channel to show how facts and how life is if you don't expose the truth. See me, because I do this for the younger homies, yo. Because the younger homies, I don't want them to be led the wrong way. We can't do that. We can't mislead people. We can't mislead. Look, the first misleading, I told y'all. One day I saw somebody, he gave me something that he said they gave to him. When I read it, it said that the definition of blood was black love overrides oppression and destruction. And I looked at him and crumbled that shit, threw it in the garbage. I said, that's bullshit. Whoever gave you that is wrong. He said it came from up top. I said, well, now it went down low. This is not an opportunity. I mean, it is an opportunity in one way. You can make it a thing about how you can capitalize off revenue and all that. Yeah. But not if you're going to lie. Because you're going to have a person like me who's going to keep coming like, man, stop freestyling. And I be in the hood. I'm from the hood. I was in the hood so much. Did so much in the hood, I got tired. So I went to the country. That's what OGs do. You know what I mean? East New York in the building. I walk in the pink houses anywhere. Good. I walk in the Bronx anywhere. Good. Queens? Of course. Long Island? Yeah, of course. You will be surprised if I was sitting in front of your crib with 3 dudes that you know, and you'd be like, oh, I didn't know you know them. So you always got to look at things for the reality of it, man. There is no race thing. Never was no race thing. The only race thing was that we were being oppressed by a faction of people who happen to be all represent a race. But we didn't have that in our blood. We was in defense, right? And when we was in defense, we became offense when we started getting bigger and bigger and winning and winning and winning. Because if for anybody that was homie from back then, they knew that we was the reason why DJ Khaled talk about all we do is win. That's all we did was win. And we kept winning and winning and winning till they said put them dudes in the box upstate and lock them down for years. That's a fact. That's a fact. Iraq said everyone has had their chance to go on flip, and every time someone go there, their issues come up. You the only one out the group there, but everyone come. Yeah, I know. Mad people be calling me, yo. OGs be calling me like, yo, hey, yo, Cat, why you ain't up there? I say, yo, why? Because the brother got bad influence behind him. He got bad influence behind him that's not being right. You know what I'm saying? He got bad influence. But I can't help the influence that he got. You know what I'm saying? I can't help the influence that he got. I got to keep on doing me, you heard? Because at the end of the day, my dude, I don't need to go on anybody's platform. That's my choice. If I decide I want to go, I ain't asking nobody to put me on. For what? My name ring bells. At the end of the day, because everyone that he puts on that show is always going to have something good to say about Wildkat. No matter who he puts on there. Y'all see it? He done had Cadillac Tire up there from G Unit. Right? What did he say? Y'all saw my YouTube. Right? Mario Machete was up there. Know what I'm saying? What did he say about the cat? Bad Vibes was up there. What did he say about the cat? Yeah, Murder Inc. Cadillac Top. My bad. You know what I'm saying? We got all these people up there. They talking about the cat. That movie climbing over the fence. That Pimp told y'all about? Yeah, that was real. You see? Because I'm not telling it. Someone else is telling it. Someone else is saying it, not me. Just like yesterday, someone else said about the food thing. They was right in the chat. They was on Rikers Island. It's a small world, yo. You don't know who's around. So this why when you be truthful from the door, you don't got nothing to worry about as you keep going on in your journeys. Because if you start with a lie, it's going to become a bigger lie and a bigger lie and a bigger lie and a bigger lie. Then later on, when the facts come out, you're just going to look so dumb. Your shit going to go from up all the way down. You know what I'm saying? So, and every big homie that I've seen put in work. You know what I'm saying? I seen all big homies put work. You name them, I'll tell you if he put work or not. You know what I'm saying? I saw a lot of homies put in work, man. You know what I mean? So that's one thing that dudes don't understand, man. This is why I kept my alliances with everybody else. I never cut my alliances with everybody. I always keep my Billy to the brim. Shout out my boy La Brim, man. He's still in 5 North. I left him over there, man. That's my boy. You know, yo, Ice Coleon, you put that up yet? Cause I ain't even see it. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep things on a level where if you're gonna get your money, get your money. I don't never hate on nobody for getting their money. But don't hate on the next person and throw stuff in people's ears so that they don't let another person go. Come on, yo. And my main thing too, another thing that is like my pet peeve is that if you notice, they put all these dudes up. And now everybody knows because I've been blowing it up. But little dude, everybody knows that you had dudes that put way more work, triple, quadruple times way more work, and at the same time was already in lineups and all types of stuff, man. Was not ever fooled and was not ever hit. Why? 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 You know why? Because nigga ain't playing no games, yo. And at the same time, nigga really living that life. When you really living that life, that's what happens, yo. When you really living that life, you're going to go full-fledged. There's no turning back. That's it. You're going full-fledged. It is what it is. Let's go. Facts, Sincere Jones. Facts. Billy to the brim, scrap. You know what I mean? Like, it just don't make no sense when people go up there and say certain things and that what they saying is crazy. Like I said, man, it doesn't matter who you are, what race you are, none of that, who you think you is, how much money you got, how much goons you got. None of that means nothing. None of that means nothing. Care about that? Bring it. You know what I'm saying? What dudes don't understand is that, Live Fast, Die Handsome up in here? That's my peoples right there. Where you at? Live Fast, Die Handsome. Shout out my boy Live Fast, Die Handsome. But yeah, that's how it is, y'all. Nobody cares about no race or who you are, none of that. You violate, you get it. Ain't no, I feel bad because the Spanish person had to cut the blacks, but they was with us, and no, no, not me, not Magoo, not Sha Nitty, not any homie of Latin descent. None of us cared about what race our ops were. We didn't care about that. Nobody did. Because at the end of the day, if you fool, you fool, no matter who you are. There is no designation of race for a person who gets shot, right? No designation of race for a person that gets shot. You get shot, you get shot. That's who you got popped, dude. I don't care who you are. Care about that shit. Who cares? Yo, he's a man manipulator, man. You gotta be careful because he'll manipulate them. Who cares? Care about that? Niggas is still living that life. Niggas ain't out here on some on some other shit. Niggas still living that life, man. We ain't out here on no we gonna be Mormons. Still living that life. No, I don't wear shoes and jeans and collar shirts and none of that. No, I don't do that. I'm still sneakers, sweats, hoodies. And another thing, right? My record, and I'm talking about because I didn't go pro, but I went to jail. Jail messed up my wildkat. What you talk white blood? White bloods. I know a couple of white bloods. There is no race when it comes to you representing something. There is no race. Predominantly, there was a faction of a race, but not the entire thing was of a race. You see what I'm saying? That's what team comes in. Team. That's what team means. That's what team means. Together, each achieves more. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Yeah, so. Yeah, so. Yeah, like I was saying, so we can't come up here and start saying nobody cares about what a person's race is or who they don't care about that. Yeah, I remember the white homie in Southport. Man, you got mad people. If people are down move, right? And they around the world listening to this, they probably saying, hold up, who's saying that this is a dominated by one race? Who said that it was one race thing? Who said that? They're gonna be like, and they're gonna come down on New York again and talk about they don't know what the hell they talking about down there. And I look at them. Now they're making it a race thing. In California, it was never a race thing. It was about oppression. And that brought brothers together. Doesn't matter what race they were, it brought them together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got Norteños. You got Norteños in California. They wear what?
Sorry.
They wear red rags. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, y'all. Facts. Dynamo. Yes. Lee Walk 595 Harlem West Facts. Yeah. I went on a visit in Southport and knocked out Black Star. Lost my visits. When I came back on the unit, you think they was like, damn, man. Wildcat knocked out another black dude. Huh? But they was like, yeah, cat, that's fact. Damn, cat, you lost your visits, man. Damn. That's how it was. Nobody talk about no damn race. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares who you are. Nobody cares about your race. Nobody cares about what you've done. Nobody cares about that. If you fool, you fool. You get ate. And like I said, there was a dude named a head tech that had dudes not coming in cages on a visit. You know what I'm saying? So a race card could never be played when you had a Spanish dude single-handedly scaring the shit out of dudes that was calling themselves homies. They didn't want to try to eat him because they felt that he was gonna. Nah, Heck Tech was he was this renegade dude that had violated a homie. He ate a homie, and he became food, and he was a worldwide plate. But what happened was there was a lot of dudes because he get busy. The Heck Tech dude get busy. So a lot of dudes didn't really want to go at the dude because they was like, deep down inside, they knew they couldn't see Son. They couldn't see Son. So Son had dudes on the pressure, scared and all that. You know what I mean? And some dudes that be claiming all this gangster were some of the people that weren't going in that cage. I can see KK now. Who you talking about, Cat? I'm not coming on the internet to say names. I'm not doing that. I don't do names on the internet. If you know, you know. If you don't, you'll find out later. Because all the truth comes to the light, y'all. That's how it is in the world. Whatever's in the darkness comes to the light. That's why I'd rather never start with a lie. Because it's only going to multiply and I'm going to get lost in it. I won't be able to catch up to it. You know what I'm saying? So Pilato in the building. Salute Pilato. So I say that to say this, man. Let's get it right, y'all. Let's get it right. If your mind is so focused on the bag that you can't be loyal to your bro, then just tell your bro. Say, yo, I'm going through it right now, son. I ain't gonna lie. Because if I'm going through an issue, you know what I do? Look, I call CK and I might vent or whatever, but CK, he'll listen, and then later on he say, yo, Cat, chill. Listen, and we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you do things. No, I'm not coming on this internet. I'm not saying names. No matter what is said towards me, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying names back. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, but I'm not gonna say no names because I don't do the name things. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna put people out there. Like I said, I let people do their thing. They want to front, they go front. That's on them. But you already know around me, you gotta cut the act. Because around me, I ain't trying to hear that. If you can't cut the act, then we don't need to be around each other then. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm about this real shit. You know what I mean? You got dudes that was in that. You got dudes like Jim Jones. You got dudes like Shooter. You got dudes. You got a lot of homies that represent what we bled and what we put on the map as trendsetters. And then they kept going and they kept doing their thing too. And they represent the same banner that we had. And we can't come 20 years later and develop an alter ego system from what really happened. No, we're not gonna lie to those people because they represented this to the fullest. Why they were successful and why they was climbing up to the top. So why blind them and lie to them and make them think something and make them think that they represent something that's solid and it really ain't. One thing SI told me, man, and this is before he introduced the culture of Mahmoud to me. He said, "Yo, Cat, man, this is for you." I said, why you say that's for me? And SI, rest in peace, he was like, "This is for you, man, because you already up." But I was like, "Yeah, but what is that about?" I didn't know nothing about it. I just went by his cell. SI had a red bandana tied around his joint. I didn't know they let bandanas in Rikers Island, but I guess they were letting it. And I came through and he had it on. He was telling me about it. And because of him, I was repping it. Then when I got to the Bing, Wayno hit me with the jump off, and that made it official. That's you might have been repping something, but until you got that, it wasn't really official. Not rolling. You know what I'm saying? I don't preach division. I don't preach diversion. I preach upliftment. I'm not gonna really come up. The only reason I even came on today is because when I heard that, I was like, "What? People gonna take that the wrong way. I gotta clean that up. Gotta clean that up because that's not how it went. That's no. Doesn't matter what race you is, man. The dude is food. Who cares about your feelings and all that? That's your feelings. I don't care about that. I don't care if a dude is black. I don't care if a dude is white. I don't care if a dude is Spanish. I don't care about none of that. I don't care who he is. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about where he come from, how many niggas he done shot, killed, stabbed. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. That don't mean nothing to me. I'm coming for your head if you fool. That's it. I'm talking about. Care about nobody's race. Imagine that. And then that's a contradiction. It's a contradiction. Because if you're attacking someone, you can't say because another person attacked the same person you're attacking, but they're from a different race and they're wrong and you're right. It make no damn sense, man. Know what I'm saying? So I keep that in you gotta keep that in you gotta keep that in focus, yo. That is the truth for the truth. That's the way it is, man. Nobody can. This was never a race thing. It became a race thing in the beginning, yes, because the dominant faction of people happen to be of a representation of a race. Yes, they represent a race, but what happened was they lost focus, and they're not the only ones, man. We can't blame them. Everybody loses focus after a while. That shit is dead. That was back then. The war is over with that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody rides and we all good. And that's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? But now that it's like that, you know what I'm saying? That's why I see all the craziness that I see and hear on this internet. Because I'll be like, oh, man, here we go. You know, like I said, I will not come here and bash nobody. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying names. It doesn't make you tough when you get on the internet and you start saying somebody's name and try to bash them or say whatever. It don't make you tough. It makes you stupid, as a matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to do all the beefing. I'm not. If there's certain things in there I feel needs to be rectified, I'll do that. But I'm not going to be doing all that back and forth beefing and all that. I'm going to be in the hood on the 10th, man. I might pay the Goodyear blimp or one of them stupid shits to put it in the sky. Nigga, I'll be there on the 10th. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna leave everybody with that. You know what I'm saying? And I hope everybody takes heed of what I'm saying, man. We are all people, number one. And when we are people, when we see something and all of us agree that what we see is wrong, it becomes a cause. What becomes a cause, and all of those that see that it was wrong, they make a choice whether they're gonna ride with the cause or they're gonna go against it. And that's what separates people. And then that's when you see who your bro is and who is not. But what happens when there's no cause? What happens when there's no cause and there's nothing for people to do? Shout out to Apes. Shout out my nigga Dick Wolf, man. I love you, bro. I heard from him like about 4 months ago. I haven't heard from him since. I hope he's not in the I hope he's not in the box or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so when you come in my chat with that negative stuff, get up out of here. What do you know? How do you know who the big homie is? How do you know? How do you know? Because I'm not gonna be on here releasing information that shouldn't be on this internet. So I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna ask you, how do you know who's who? Because if you know who's who, you probably hearing it from the who, but you're not asking how. You're just okay, yeah, yes, man, yeah, that's true, yeah, fuck out of here, man. You out about the chat, bro. I don't need a yes man in here. We men in here. That's why we Spartans. The reason why we Spartans is because we men. We don't ride dicks and or ride jocks and none of that. We don't do that. What we do is we just keep it solid. That's it. You know what I mean? So when your allegiance and the time of your allegiance doesn't make you bigger or better than another person. So what I'm saying by that is, if you came home or if you got introduced to this in 9-3 or 9-4 or whatever, that doesn't mean that you can self-proclaim yourself something that you're not, because everything goes by counsel. Everybody knows that. So if you're doing your own thing and telling everybody that's what you is, that's what you is. But I know what I see. So when people start talking about this and this and that, and they this and they that, all right, cool. That's why I don't say nothing. I let people say what they say and do what they do. Because at the end of the day, they're going to tell Queen's Flip, don't let them up here. Going to blow my spot up. Yeah, it's like a Bible. Everybody got their own book. You know what I'm saying? But I stick to the facts, yo. I stick to the facts. You know what I mean? And with that, I leave everybody, man. Salute. You know what I mean? I love y'all. Stay real. For those who are fake, try to make yourself real. If not, sit down and die somewhere. Do yourself a favor. But just stay up, man. Stay 100. Y'all already know, man. The Wildcat is in the building, man. We out. You know what I'm saying? Salute.